Hi you guys, okay, so today I have for you The Hobbit by JRR Tolkien. And what to say about this book? Everyone knows obviously the films. I have to say, when I went to the cinema and I looked at the Hobbit, I did not know that it was more than one film. So I went to the first one, sat through it all, which is a quite long film, as you know, and then I think they believe that they reached to the sort of to the mountain where then it continues. So I felt sort of baffled at the time that I wasn't going to see the ending, and I was not in a good way. It was more like, oh my god, isn't this finished yet? But the book is obviously different. The way that it's portrayed in the old sort of tale style is lovely. It's, you know, you can imagine yourself in one of these old cottages where you lie on the, you know, I don't know, animal skin, and you have this blanket, and your sort of great grandfather is sitting by your bed telling you these stories of long ago, and making stories up, and it just makes you feel like a child, or you know, that you are engulfed in this imaginary world, and he does it so well. You know, there's creatures we know of, like dwarves and goblins, and there's also, you know, other creatures like the smalls and the, you know, so many creatures that as well, that you sort of, that's invented. And so it's a nice mix of elves and hobbits, obviously, and and not to forget Gandalf, obviously, who is the sort of, except for the Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins is the main character. I wanted to think that I was going to be independent reviewing this book and not listen to everyone else's view, because this book is obviously rated everywhere as you know, a 5-star read and really good. And I thought, well, I'm going to have a look at it, and I'm not going to be afraid to tell you that it's less than a 5-star read if I don't think it is. But you know, it sort of goes without saying that it is a really great book, and they go through the horrors and on this journey that with creatures lurking in the backgrounds that jumps at them. It just feels like you can't really catch your breath, you know, no one's safe. Yeah, it is a full-on good epic fantasy quest, and one of the, you know, most epic stories of all times. I just have to agree on that. What I do have to say about it, though, as always with me, there's not many women in it. There's not many romances in it. There's not many kisses or cuddles. It could have been that. I know that wasn't the aim of the story, and it wasn't what was written back then when he wrote the books. But that is sort of what I would say is lacking. Other than that, it obviously follows on with the Lord of the Ring books, which I will probably try to get to as well, to read and review, because although I've seen the blockbuster films, I would like to read the books, because there is a few people saying that there's Gandalf, the wizard, the brown wizard or something. There's a lot of other characters in the books which is not presented in the films, so that's going to be very exciting to actually add to the story with knowing that parts of the story as well. So yeah, this is obviously what I think of the story. There's not much more to say really about, you know, the content of it, because, you know, I think it's widely known by now, and I'm just going to say that it's a great read. There's nothing more to it really. Bilbo Baggins, obviously the character, how they portray the characters as well as the world is just mind blowing. With Bilbo Baggins obviously being a lazy little person who wants to have it comfortable, and then he goes on this quest and notice the things that isn't comfortable, and he's sort of grumpy about it, but also takes it as a challenge in life. And Gandalf is sort of a wise man who knows what's going to happen in the future. Well, sort of, not quite, but he knows sort of like prophecies. He knows that this Bilbo Baggins is going to add to these other 13 people that goes on the quests. That's how he sells it. If you want to be 13 people going on a quest with the bad luck, you do it. If you want the 14th, Bilbo Baggins is your man. So that's how it starts off, and then they all the way to the end of the mountain where they fight the dragon and save the day, as this genre goes. So solid performance. Really like this book. Let me know what you think. Comment section below. Hit subscribe. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.